What is going on, everyone? Derek here today, bringing you guys another video. Thank you guys so much for tuning back in. And first off, right off the bat, I want to apologize for missing yesterday's upload. And that's because you can see we have the car behind me. And we're actually heading to my buddy Brad's house. And you guys know Brad, you've seen him many of times. He invited me out to the house today so we can take a look at this. So that is exactly what we're doing right now, though, guys. I have to get going. I'm running a little late, so sorry, Brad. So this is about 2 to 3 minutes after startup. You can see the car is idling just fine. And see, that's what I don't get. The car sounds fine right now. It's not really hiccuping. And I mean, that's the unfortunate thing about modifying cars, is that anything could potentially go wrong. And as far as like codes and stuff, I'm not getting the proper codes that are lining up to what could be wrong. So all we can do right now, guys, is just go down the list, start checking over everything, and, you know, hopefully chase this down, figure it out, and be done with it. Let's see if it breaks up under throttle. It feels fine, honestly. It doesn't feel much different. I didn't feel nor did I hear any, you know, misfire symptoms. But right now, when it idles, like, you know, the tachometer needle will definitely move a little bit and go back up. I don't know if that's normal. So if you have a Coyote, does yours do that at idle? But as we're sitting here, guys, I don't know if you can hear it, but take a listen. We have a beautiful Shelby rolling up behind us. Let's take a look at this thing. What's going on, man? Thanks, hey, beautiful car. Thank you, bro. Nice. All right, we're about to jump on the interstate now. I won't be able to wild out, probably because of traffic, because it's like 4 something right now. So I'll give you guys a little bit, though, just to see how it does. To be honest, I do not like how that felt. I do not like that at all, actually. Felt like the power was there, but it didn't feel right. Car is also backfiring much more than it used to. Oh yeah, it's starting to misfire pretty bad right now. I can feel it now, especially sitting here at idle. So we're pulling up to Brad's right now. Go ahead and get this thing parked. It's definitely feeling much worse now. I don't know, when I put it in 3rd gear just then, it just did not feel right. So we're just gonna see what we can do and hopefully chase this thing down. I don't know if you guys remember this shop, but a lot has gone down in here, man. I can't wait to get my space. Next month, guys, we'll have something like this, not quite as big, but it'll be mine and I'm stoked.
You don't have a spare in your car?
Yeah, dude.
I bet you don't.
Pull it. Hey, place a wager on it.
Pull that black 4 up. Huh? Don't be going to try to. Don't go try to find one tonight. Don't go find one and stick it in there. You're gonna take it off your wife's car and stick it back there. I know you, bitch.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Slow down, Rodeo. Well, Brad, we have a bad misfire, man.
All right.
For sure.
See if we can find an individual cylinder.
That would be nice. That'd be a good start. Here's the keys, sir.
Thank you.
So when I disconnected the battery yesterday to get the coils and the spark plug, it reset the code. So it's not on right now. He's plugging that up into the OBD2. We're gonna see if we can detect any sort of miss from a cylinder. That's right, so step one.
Two codes. We're showing two codes.
Two codes. Okay, what are we showing?
OBD2. Bank one in.
Yeah.
Balance.
P219A. Right. That's the one we've always had.
So both of the codes are the P219A. All right. So. I can feel it.
Yeah, can't you? It's pretty bad. I really hope it's just a coil pack or something like that. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I'm sure you can, but it's spitting. God, that's spitting really bad now.
So no counts, okay?
No counts.
So that's how many it needs to read before it kicks the light on. And you measure in no counts, your minimum is no counts, okay? So that's cylinder one. Counts on two, which is the opposite bank. Counts on three. No counts on four. Counts on five. Counts on six. Counts on seven. No counts.
No counts of a misfire.
No counts of a misfire.
How the hell does that make sense? The device scanned the computer to see if the computer threw any counts of misfires 1 through 8. Not a single one, but I know you guys hear this right now. That's misfiring. That's missing when you do that. Did you pull that one? I didn't hear it change, did you? I don't hear a single difference.
It's not much of one if it is.
Pull it one more time. Pull it one more time.
Like it's staying dead. Like it was fine, but now it's staying dead. It's off. Back on.
No change. Yeah, there it is. That's fine. That's misfiring. When I would get on it, it wasn't slow, but it wasn't as fast as it usually. Cause it does feel like one cylinder. The best way I could describe it while driving.
It's hitting hard.
Well, no, now that's worse. It wasn't that bad. I don't know if that coil's just shot.
So it's showing me that it is reading that those coils were unplugged.
Mm-hmm. Think that caused that other engine light? Think this coil was going for the longest time? Because it's the first one.
It's reading rich.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay? So
yeah.
if you're reading rich, you're not getting spark.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I mean, these are the coils were the only things we never changed, which I didn't think we had to. You know, we put the blower on, low mileage, but I'm not too convinced that cylinder 7 coil pack is good, because he pulled it off, and you know, the other ones are very distinct. When you pulled the plug on them, you'll hear it chopping even louder, but that one, plugged in, it stopped working, and unplugged it, it stopped working. Or it wasn't working, obviously.
It's still not showing misfire counts.
Do you think it was enough?
I mean, it should show something.
You think so?
Yeah. See, you got measured counts, okay? Your minimum counts, your measured counts, and then your max counts, right?
It's not showing anything.
So, if I go back to 7, right, there's no counts, and the percentage from max is, it's done nothing.
That's way worse. Definitely way worse. about to just buy all new fucking coil packs. Well guys, back to square one. Oh, actually at like -1 at this point. So I briefly do want to go and just fill you guys in on some of the back information and some of the information that you guys didn't get in the previous footage from when I met up with Brad. And you know, I just want to be as transparent as possible, let you guys in on everything and what's going on, where we're at. So as of right now, we haven't gotten a data log on the car. So I'm going to go ahead and put that out there right now. We're actually doing that today. But my luck, it's freaking pouring rain outside, and that's probably why you can hear that. One of the main things that has me worrying most is the fact that my fuel trims on the car right now are completely out of whack. And I want to say my long-term trims are at like -6, and my short terms are like +18 or 19. So along with the fuel trims, we also found out yesterday while testing some coil packs, because on the passenger side, you're able to reach the coil packs and the plugs. It's not like that on the driver's side because you have the VMP blower, then it has the blower neck, and then the big intake coming off. So it covers like 3 of the cylinders, 2 for sure. I'm not sure if it covers 3, but I know for sure 2. And one of the weirdest things is the car's misfiring, but we pulled a coil pack plug off of a coil pack on the left side, the one closest to the firewall, and the car barely made any changes while it was idling, which is definitely a problem because we pulled another one, I want to say the closest one to the front bumper on the left side, and you could hear a distinctive misfire. Like, you could definitely hear it. I know many of you right now are jumping to the conclusion, well, it's probably the coil packs. It could be, but the thing is, you guys saw when we plugged up Brad's scanner tool with the car idling before messing with the coil packs, it didn't register a single misfire, and when we unplugged them, it then registered a misfire. So I don't know if there's some way, shape, or form that a coil pack could halfway work and not show anything on the computer side. And I don't know. I don't know. I really do not know. Right now it's all up in the air and I'm all in my head because the one thing on my mind is the motor's toast. I can't wrap my head around that happening just because, you know, I bought the car, 14,000 original miles, was the only owner, garage kept it, took very good care of it, never beat the car a day in its life. Car was never beat by this man. And I get it, we put a blower on, yes, and I don't want any pity or anything. I understand when you do these kind of things to these cars, it can happen. But it would just really blow my mind that we had a fresh Coyote, 26,000 miles, blower on it, ran great and everything, and then all of a sudden, it just goes downhill. I don't know if this check engine light with, you know, the P219A code with the bank imbalancement on bank 1 is... It would just be really mind-boggling to see all my friends that are in the boosted Coyote world with Gen 1s and, you know, multiple boost applications time after time, nitrous kits, and it's just like crazy to think that there is, I guess, a slight possibility that my 26,000 mile Coyote motor with the blower that I haven't even had for 6 months could be damaged. I don't know. As I mentioned before, guys, we had this code naturally aspirated and we have this code now boosted. So on the car, we changed everything from the spark plugs to the fuel rails, to the fuel injectors, to the head unit itself, the booster pump, and the only things we never changed at the time were the O2 sensors and the coil packs. Now this is why I start to think, Derek, it could potentially be the coil packs. It could be as simple as that, and maybe the coil pack is causing this whole malfunction to where the car is dumping more fuel than it should. I don't know. I don't know how it really works. There's just so much electronical BS when it comes to these Coyote motors. Not gonna sit here and pretend I do. I'm just trying to, you know, but staying on topic, we got this engine code with my off-road X pipe naturally aspirated, and then we went to Florida with it, put the blower on, changed out all those things, made 722 wheel horsepower on an 88 millimeter pulley. So if you ask me from watching other videos, all 8 cylinders were working perfectly fine. And then on my way back from VMP, the code came up again. So that's why I'm starting to think it's O2 related, or this whole time I may have been having a slight misfire. But I feel like, you know, with the data logging and stuff, we would have picked up on that. So that's why I'm kind of stumped. Nonetheless, I'm very nervous right now. I'm an absolute mess. I really did not think that it's a potential possibility of looking into motor options for this car, which I really do not want to get into right now. I have so much going on in life as a whole. Ramina and I are getting our place. We're not even moved into that yet. I have the 2 valve still, and the Coyote was supposed to be, you know, my bread and butter, you know, the car I drive around, the car that looks nice. And you guys know I don't race the car. I barely beat on it. There's a couple videos where, you know, I'll rip it and stuff, but nothing out of the ordinary. And to make 722 wheel, I have to be on the Blucifer tune, which I've only ran like twice in my life, once at VMP and once like the week after I got the car. So on the 93 tune, we're only making like 700 flat, and to make that 700, you have to rev it out to 7,500 RPM, which I can't do because I don't have a clutch in the car. It just does not allow me to shift or anything, so I know better than to shift at a 7,500. So ultimately, we're probably making 650, 660 when I drive the car hard. Not going to deny the fact that that could potentially be hazardous power, but I just don't understand, man. And pretty much I thought something as simple as this was going to be wasn't going to lead to more things. You know, the check engine light, is the check engine light related to the slight misfire we have? Is that misfire related to the air fuel ratio problem we're having? Because those 3 things, no bueno on a Blucifer Coyote, and for all I know, I've been driving it like that for a while and I just never noticed. The car feels fine under throttle at times. At this point in time, I don't know if I'm psyching myself out now because I know there's stuff wrong with it, and when I drive it, I can't really tell if it feels good or not because I'm all in my head right now just with all this. So just fingers crossed, toes crossed that, you know, it's nothing catastrophic, and hopefully, you know, hopefully we figure it out. At this point, I plan on just spending the $500–600 for the coil packs because that's how much they cost. Just trying that, plan on putting on a lift, checking all my exhaust to make sure there's no leaks. But anyway, guys, just thank you so much for watching. Keep your fingers crossed for old Blucifer. Hopefully we get to the bottom of this, and hopefully it's not anything too serious. And, you know, if it is, we'll just cross that bridge once we get there. And it is what it is, man. The day I got the car boosted, I accepted the fact that stuff like this could potentially happen, whether it's unfortunate or it's just senseless and non-caring, which isn't the case because I just don't race or beat the car, which is gonna really piss me off. At the end of the day, it's just a car. I got you guys backing me. Just keep watching the videos, fam. Whatever it is, we'll get through it. If the motor's done and we have to go ahead and put a 1,000 horsepower motor and push the limits of that car, then we're gonna do it. I'm really not looking forward to that though, and I hope that's not the case. I was planning on, you know, sandbagging this Gen 1 for as long as possible and just having a nice car to drive. That's all the ultimate goal was with that. But, you know, things happen and we'll figure it out. But until next time, I'll see you later.